There's a hair-rising new trend that many people think is uber dumb. According to BuzzFeed, in an effort to reduce the cost of getting to the emergency room, people are actually using ride-sharing services like Lyft or Uber to take them to the hospital instead of calling an ambulance. Ladies, do you think ride-sharing services should allow drivers to give people a lift to the hospital? Or is that asking for too much trouble? I heard some mixed answers here. Yes,
clearly
no?
none of y'all have been in an ambulance, because have you paid that price?
An ambulance can cost $500 to $1,000.
Yes.
Thousands of dollars when you call an ambulance.
What you think, Mel?
But then what happens if you actually have a seizure or end up dying in the Uber or the Lyft?
This is true.
Okay,
You know what I
this is
mean?
my
put it out. Put it out there. Put it out.
Insurance does not cover ambulances, by the way. The other thing is, this is my thing. If you are not able to stand up, call the Uber, walk into the Uber by yourself, then maybe you should call an ambulance. I do agree with that.
Absolutely.
If you are laid out on the floor, call the ambulance.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
If you cut yourself and you have an injury, you need stitches. But you can yourself dial. Well, you don't dial the Uber. Go on the app, pick out which kind you want, walk yourself into the car. You guys, that's gonna be an $11 ride versus thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I know, but
This is true, but factor this in. I'm with you. So I grew up.
I'm not dying.
When I was
Okay.
growing
Uber.
up, it wasn't always convenient to take an ambulance. Every time something happened, Mama Mai would be like, which one more cheap, the ambulance or the car?
The car.
And it's true because, you know, sometimes if you're not in dire need, like that can rack up, you know? But when you think about it now, depending on your condition, if something happens and you need a little bit more of a rush, which one's gonna get to the hospital faster? A siren on an ambulance or that Uber that's stuck in traffic?
No, girl,
Especially
no.
in LA.
Have you ever called an ambulance?
Yes.
I've called an ambulance. It took 35 minutes for the ambulance to get to me. That Uber ride would have been 2 minutes away. Thank you very much.
I know, but
I'm
okay.
telling you.
All right,
The
Adrienne.
person will be dead.
Here's another
They'll be
issue,
dead.
In England, it's
Tell us
free.
about
died.
England. Tell us about England.
In England, it's free. All health services
How
are
come all
completely
your-
free in England.
Which
Yeah.
is what, okay, first of all.
That's amazing.
Okay, Amen Corner, let me tell y'all. You get in there, there's no liability.
Yes.
Okay, 'cause
You're
so-
putting that Lyft or Uber driver in
in-
making them responsible for
That's
your
why I
life or
said
death matter.
And this is the point. We have a health care issue in this country. We're not gonna talk about it, but like you see somebody from Britain that said, it ain't no problem for us, all right?
Completely
People
free.
should not, if they
Have to
have
think
an
about
emergency, have to think about it. But now the Uber and Lyft companies are going to have to do something because they don't want to be held liable if something happens.
Right.
Also,
That's messed up.
No, what's messed up is what if somebody get in your car
Yes.
and they
I'm
throw
taking
up
them.
or
I'm
they got
taking
bodily
them.
fluid.
I'm sorry,
Or
I'm gonna
they
be
die.
very
Yeah, but if
serious.
they
I'm
pass-
not saying
No.
I would never see
I got
somebody
that.
in pain and be like, that's a liability,
No,
can't get in
we're
my
not
car.
saying that. What I'm saying is a liability because it's a private car and you're putting your kids in that car. And what if that person has some type of issue where it's like some type of contagious disease, whether it's bodily fluids?
Yeah.
You just got to think
You're
about it.
making
I'm
yourself
saying.
susceptible to that.
Exactly.
So
If I saw somebody, obviously, I think there's extreme cases.
I would too.
course.
I would too. But what we're saying is they got to figure out some type of way to do it. Like maybe they can do a special needs car for
That's a good idea.
medical
Yes,
emergencies.
yes, yes.
Maybe that.
That's an option. It's like
Yeah.
Uber
Yeah.
X, Uber, whatever.
I hear what Adrienne's saying, though. Adrienne's saying if you're driving down the road and you see somebody in need, girl, you would pull over real
I
quick
would
and help
stop.
them. Yes. But when it comes to the responsibility of the person that knows that they're in the condition they're in, do they put you in danger by calling you, or do they do the right thing and call the ambulance?
Because right now
It's a
they're
different
trying to
place of
settle
responsibility.
cases.
Yeah.
Right now they're settling cases because people have sued them for things like that. So it's
Yes.
the issue that we're going to have to deal with.
Yes.
We're going to have to deal with
But
it soon.
if it's not a life or death matter, Jeannie Mai will be saving money and I'll be hitting up that Uber.